Yo, what's up guys? It's Young Ness. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Today I'm giving you guys the complete Apex Legends movement guide. Firstly, we're just going to start off by going into my keybinds. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Everything's default until you get to jump. I prefer to have jump on scroll wheel up, but I also have it bound to space. You can just have it on whatever you want to. The most important thing out of all of these is you need to have your primary crouch button, which mine is C. You need to have that on hold crouch instead of toggle crouch. Everything else is basically default and with a couple minor changes. Nothing like too important. Alrighty, next we're going to be talking about some basic movement and strafing and stuff like that. There's not really too much in this little section, but the main point of it is you just need to know what a counter strafe is. It's really prevalent in CSGO and a ton of other video games, but in this game it's not the most important, but you still need to know what it is. So basically, if I'm sprinting, or if I'm moving it in a certain direction, whenever I let go of those movement keys, it takes my character model a second to go to a complete stop. So basically what you're doing is you're pressing the opposite key of the direction you're moving in to stop your character almost immediately. So imagine I'm moving sideways like this and I just let go, it takes a little bit to slow down. But if I'm moving sideways and I just tap, it stops immediately. You can notice the difference, and it's something that's super easy to practice. Alright, next we're going to be talking about sliding and bunny hopping. These are two very basic mechanics, but are necessary for successful movement in Apex Legends. Sliding allows you to increase your momentum faster than that of sprinting, and bunny hopping allows you to keep that momentum going after you touch the ground. While you're midair though, you do not lose any momentum. Alright, now I'm going to be talking about grapple movement or zipline movement. This is super basic and just takes a little bit of practice to get used to. Basically, what you're trying to achieve is you're trying to jump onto the zipline and jump off of it extremely quick. It's very simple to do with jump as scroll wheel up, as you can use two different hands to do this, but if it's on spacebar, it's still doable. You can practice this very basic skill in the training area by going up to a zip line and quickly pressing E, then jumping off of it. Some people find that it helps to look more upwards while practicing these, as this will keep the zip line in your field of view and will allow you to barely have to turn your mouse. Once you get more skilled at them, you can do complete 180-degree turns. Here's how it looks. Unfortunately, grapples only allow you to jump on and off of them 3 times. Alrighty, next we're going to be talking about launching ourselves upwards off a grapple. This is a super basic mechanic, and all it requires you to do is, as you're moving near a zip line, you're going to want to stop your momentum in whichever direction you're moving by counter strafing, and you're going to want to just jump on and off the zip line again. So it looks like this. Notice I'm running up, stop my momentum, and then I look and I jump. Alright guys, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now I'll be moving on to some more advanced mechanics. Tap-Strafing is the first of our advanced mechanics. You may have heard some professional players talking about this, but it's quite the simple mechanic. Basically, the goal of Tap-Strafing is to change your character model's momentum in the air and turn it 90 degrees. So basically, if I was moving forward and I jumped in the air, I would want to turn that 90 degrees as quickly as I could. This is super simple to practice, and all it takes is you need to sprint forward, slide, and while you're midair, you start pressing one of those sideways strafe keys and you just tap the S key. Super simple. So right here I slide, strafe, tap. Slide, strafe, tap. And you can get it going really fast and it looks a lot cleaner. Wall bouncing is an advanced Apex Legends mechanic that separates it from many other battle royales. It also allows for great freedom of movement. I believe it's best to practice wall bounces in steps. Firstly, you can practice just jumping off the wall. You're going to want to hold W as soon as you run up to the wall, and right after you jump, you're going to want to let go of all your movement keys in the air. Just practice the timing of the jump. Next, you can sprint at the wall. Third, you're going to want to practice sliding and jumping into the wall and jumping off the wall. Just looks like this. You can even slow it down if you would like. Next, you're going to want to practice your movement in the air after the jump. You can do this any way you'd like, but you just want to jump up to the wall, and then as soon as you jump off, take your character model and move it in the air. After that, you're going to want to practice flicking your mouse away from the wall after you jump. This is super simple, but it is very necessary in completing a successful wall bounce. This is going to look like this. Notice how as soon as I hit the wall, I'm flicking away. You're going to want to practice quickly flicking, and this will allow you to get better at regular wall jumps. Next, you're going to want to practice it at an angle. Basically, you're going to want to sprint straight at the wall, and then slide, crouch jump, and then look at the wall, and then jump and flick your mouse off the wall. Two key things to remember is you got to do quick flicks, and you don't want to be pressing any movement keys while your character model touches the wall. It's going to look like this. You can wall bounce off of many surfaces. You're just going to have to practice it on your own in the firing range. Next, we have the no slide wall bounce. This is whenever you wall bounce without sliding. Notice how I have to slide to gain momentum in the air, and then it allows me to bounce off the wall. The no slide wall bounce will look something like this. This is a super difficult mechanic and is only achieved by having your primary crouch button on hold. A way you can practice this is by just simply standing still and jumping and tapping your crouch button right after you jump. So see, jump, crouch, jump, crouch, jump, crouch. You can do this walking or sprinting. So what you're gonna do is you walk up to the wall or sprint up to the wall, and you jump, press crouch, and bounce off of it, instead of this. Notice how I got height there rather than just being shot right back down to the ground. Alrighty, I'm pretty sure that about covers every movement mechanic there is in Apex Legends. If I forgot one, please be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and go check out my Twitch if you have the time. I stream over there sometimes. Hope you guys enjoyed.